Namaste. Pur Namaste. Everybody, love now. Welcome to the art of the word that I am. We won't be diving deep once again, like always. I speak so much, but I'm telling you, man, I don't know anything. I always tell you that angels depend only on their own heart. Angels answer and explain themselves only to source that I am in their heart and to no other. They accept no challenges. If others try to be right, they don't prove them wrong. They don't fight. Angels depend on the source that I am in your heart, your highest self, that I am you and no other. Like truth is truth. Because to be an angel, you're an angel, means to be one with the truth, to be the truth. Like I am now standing now here. Nobody can tell me you are not standing here and making a video, because I am. I am being, standing, making, videoing just now. The truth, angels never need to be right. Angels never need to prove you wrong. They are the truth. And it doesn't matter what others think and what others say. But people in this world, in conditioned state, in enlightened state, I am the truth that I am. I depend on the truth that I am only. I need no other approval but approval of the truth that I am. And no one else should accept. No one can change the truth that I am. Truth doesn't change according to what others think. Truth is truth. Truth doesn't change. But in this world, it's like, when we know in our mind, this is the problem. I'm telling you, man, I don't know anything. I am the truth. I don't want to be right. But when we know in our mind, I see this world. In this world, in this world, like, so many of you are doing this. I see, and that's why I'm making video. Like, defending your truth. When others try to tell you that you are wrong, you prove that you are right, you prove them wrong, you explain yourself, you defend your truth, you stand up. They tell you you are not the truth, and then you defend yourself, you explain yourself. Others have to accept the truth. It is like, it is such a strange, crazy behavior. Acting like the truth can change according to what others think about the truth. The truth is actually dependent if others believe it, if others accept it, if others reject it, if others approve it or disapprove it. It is like the mind is like, mind that knows. Is like, if they don't accept my truth, then my truth is threatened and I have to defend my truth. I have to explain myself. I have to win. I have to fight. I have to be fight to be right. But here comes the problem. Knowing in the mind is not knowing actually. Is not the truth. And because it's not connected, not one with the truth, it's just the information in the mind, not realized, not embodied, not experienced. And that's why when others say that you are not the truth, that you are not right, that you are wrong, you go defending yourself. You go protecting yourself. You go explaining yourself. You try to win the argument. You try to tell them this is the truth. Why? Why? Because truth in the mind, knowing in the mind, when you know something in the mind, I'm telling you, man, I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. Truth, when you are knowing something in the mind, it's not the truth. It's not backed up one with the source, one with the truth. You know, it's just the information. It's just the knowing in the mind. And that's why what others know, what others believe, what others accept, what others reject, what others approve or disapprove matters. Because the truth, knowing information in the mind, ego claims it, and it's not the truth because it's not realized, experienced, and embodied. And that's why others must accept it. That's why others must accept it, and they must believe it, and they must agree with it. You know? Because it's just the information. It's just knowing in the mind. It's not the truth. And there is doubts and questions. One is not sure in this truth, is only information. Is this truth? Is not. And because it's just knowing in the mind. When somebody thinks differently, when somebody disagrees, when somebody argues, that truth is threatened. Because it's not any way backed with the truth. It's not one with the source. Actually, information, the knowing in the mind, depends on what others accept, what others reject, what others agree with and not agree or disagree. And then we fight. Then we fight to be right. But truth is truth. Truth doesn't defend itself. When you fight to be right, when you defend yourself, when you try to prove that you are right, you are actually declaring that you don't know the truth. That what others think, what those that cannot see your truth, what those that cannot see you, that what they say matters and can change the truth. But it doesn't. You know, and that's why in this way we declare that we have no faith in the truth that we are spreading, because we are defending and explaining, defending like our truth depends on those that cannot change the truth, that cannot see the truth, that are not in our truth, and are actually just lost, maybe more than we are, and we should just bless them. But we explain with them, we fight with them, and we declare that what they think, what they approve, what they accept is that our truth is dependent on if they approve, if they agree, if they disapprove, if they disagree. That they have to accept the truth. And then mind thinks, okay, ego needs others to accept the truth, to confirm the truth. Because truth is not confirmed with the source, it's not enlightened, it's not realized, it's just the information in the mind, belief. And that's why others must believe in it, others must accept it, because then ego feels like, okay, they are voting for me. Because ego, the truth in the mind, is depending that others accept it, that others agree with it, that others vote it. Like in this political system, they are voting the truth. And if they have enough votes, this is the truth. So it means truth is not dependent on the truth that is, truth that never change, but truth is dependent on people who vote and if they accept the truth. And in Catholic Church was same. These priests, they gathered together and they voted on which books of Jesus they keep, which is the truth, which is not. So they actually just said, we don't care for the truth. Even the spiritual truth is dependent on what we accept and what we reject. That's the truth of this world. It's the lie. It's the knowing in the mind. It's nothing. I'm telling you, man. I don't know anything. You know. You know. You're so smart. The truth, the knowing depends in this world, like the true truth. When you are the truth, like angels depend only on the source and on no one. Truth depends only on the source, the truth, and no one can change the truth, whatever they think, even if they want to crucify you, even if entire world worships you as a king or they see you as a demon, you are still a truth, because truth is truth. Truth is approved, confirmed, celebrated, and glorified. Truth that you are in the source, that you are in the heart, and God knows, and I am sure. But in this world, there's no truth. Only beliefs, only informations in the mind, only programs, only knowing, and truth is accepted and truth is true in this world. If people who don't know the truth agree with it, accept it, and establish it by their votes. Truth depends on others, and that's why it's never truth. And one day they may worship you, they may say you are the truth, you are speaking the truth. I tell you, Jesus Christ, they worshipped him one day, they wanted him to be a king, you are the truth. Next day they told him you are a lie, you have to be crucified. All these people. So if you're going to depend on the truth, if others accept your truth, if others agree, if others disagree, they may worship you one day and they say that you are, I don't know, to me people were saying that I'm greatest master and they even sending supports and like this. But some of them who were the most loud, who almost worshipped me, I knew you will leave me. You will leave me. But that I'm a great master, it's right that you said. Because it's true. But when you will see me as a demon, this will only be your belief, your darkness in the mind. And I'm still to be great master as you told me that I am. And even if you didn't tell me, I would still be the great master. You know. So, like this, it's... You will depend on others. On the day of the reckoning. If the one with no gender, the one with not bound, the one who dares everything, if on the day, on the reckoning of your soul, your heart depends on another heart, yourself has betrayed yourself. There's only one that has to accept your truth. There's only one that has to approve your truth. There's only one that has to agree with your truth. There is only one that has to glorify your truth and see your truth. And that one, that I am, Source, Almighty God, Divine, your highest self, whatever you want to call yourself in your true source manifestation, is you. And in your heart, God only, Source. And in your heart, you feel. When you have no questions, when you have no doubts, you are the truth. At that time is very funny. That time is very funny. When others want to tell you, you are wrong, I don't agree with you. I'm like, I don't care if you agree with me or not. I'm not here for you to agree with me. I'm just spreading my truth. I don't want to be right. I never go in your house and tell you that you are wrong and that I don't agree. I don't give a fuck if you agree with me. I'm still the truth. I'm not here for those who agree, because then they disagree also. You tell me I disagree on this, and then you tell me you agree on this. I don't give a fuck. It's like I am fifth dimensional enlightened being. It's like what do they want? It's like I'm like, if they were sure in their truth, like somebody told me something. If they were sure in their truth, they wouldn't need to tell me, how do you know that? You don't know anything. I don't agree. Because the mind, ego mind, the belief that they have in ego mind needs others to accept it, to convert them. They need to convert them. They need their belief in the mind is depending on the others. If others believe something else, if others say something else, they are like threatened. You are wrong. I'm right. I don't agree. But if they would really be in the truth, angels depend only in their heart. They would know. Oh, I know this truth. I know the truth for sure. Truth is truth. Whatever they are posting there and saying cannot change the truth that I am. And why would I then have to go and tell them that they are wrong? And tell them that I'm right, that I don't agree? Because if I do that, if I go tell you that you are wrong, if I go tell you that I'm right, if I go fight, if I want to disprove you, I'm already proven that I'm not the truth. I'm already proven that I don't know the truth and that I'm separated from the truth. Why? Why? I will tell you why. Because I have proven that actually what you think and what you believe and what you say actually changed my truth. And then I go defending the truth and I'm acting like your truth is depending on you just because you don't accept it. Just because you say that I'm not right and that you are right and that you don't agree and that I do know. If I would start explaining like somebody told me, and I could tell them very profoundly. I made a video about it, but I will not, because they challenged me, because they want me to answer to them. They challenged me, and they challenged me in my own class. No, I'm not accepting challenges. I will speak the same truth that they want to challenge me for 2 hours in a video, and I did the other day, about evolution of consciousness and animals and how they are free of their ego. They don't know how beautiful they are. I did, but when somebody wants me, how do you know? I don't agree. No, I'm not to explain myself and answer myself to you. You are challenging me. You want to prove that I'm wrong. You want to prove you're right. You want to fight. No. Then you know what I tell them? I tell them, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't care if you agree with me. I'm just spreading my truth in the classroom of the art of the word that I am, and whatever you think, whatever you believe, does not change the truth that I am. You don't have to accept the truth that I am. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. My truth doesn't change according to your beliefs. So just be in your truth if you are the truth. And leave me alone. You can say whatever the beliefs are in your home. I will never come to tell you that you are wrong, because I'm the truth. I'm sure in my truth. And if I see some lies, others posting, I see I'm the truth. This is. And if I would go attacking them, try to prove them wrong, prove my right, I will just prove that I am an ego and that my truth is depending on egos of others to be accepted, and therefore is a lie. That's what I'm telling you, man. Angels depend only on their heart and no other. They answer only to their heart, to the truth. But until you have to answer to others, explain yourself to others, until it matters what they think, you have to defend yourself, explain yourself, then you are depending on ego. Depending the truth, depending on others who cannot see the truth. You know, like in this world, there's no truth, and others have to accept the truth. If they don't, then I have to defend my truth. No, I'm telling you, man, I don't know anything. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. You know, I am the truth. I don't want to convince you. Because the truth is also that you have free will to believe whatever the fuck you want. And as long as you leave me alone, I have no right to come after you. I have no right to tell you anything. Because I have to respect your free will and that you have the right for your own truth. And I am my own truth, true that I am. That's why your truth doesn't disturb me. But some are disturbed by my truth because they are not in the truth. They believe it in the mind. They don't know. And that's why they have to ask me, how do you know? Because if they would know, they would know. They have so many questions. When you want to be right, when you oppose, when you fight, you know that you are not in truth and you are just, your belief just got challenged by somebody who never said anything to you, and now you just have to fight for your beliefs and prove right. But when you are the truth, you know the truth. And whatever I'm speaking, I know for sure I am the truth. It's not up to the arguing, it's not up to debate, it's not up to discussion. No. Like I say, if you love the word that I am, if it resonates with you, find the answer within. If you know better, if you don't like it, it's not for you. I'm not here to be right. I'm not here to prove you wrong. I'm not here to agree. I'm not here to disagree. I don't care if you disagree or agree, if you accept. I'm here only spreading my enlightened truth, and truth that I am depends only on the source that I am and no other. And who can see the value of the art of the word that I am, who can respect my truth and just move on to whatever they don't like, because whatever they don't like is within them, and they move to what they like, and they respect my classroom, and they respect that I never tell them that they are wrong and come after them. They can remain in my class, no problem. Because they never try to be right, they never tell me that I'm wrong, they never try to fight. They never act like I should answer to them, explain themselves to me. They never oppose and challenge. They're the birds of my feather. And they are to become one with the source that you are all. Because they allow others to be in their truth. And they respect their own truth in the heart. They don't try to change the truth of others. And that's the thing. When we stop trying to change others and accept how they are and they truth, and if truth doesn't resonate with us, we move away and let source give them results. We never disagree again, try to be right, prove them wrong. Our karma ends, we are at peace, we can get enlightened. Because I'm telling you, man, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. There is a big problem with knowing. Knowing is in the mind. It's just information, it's memorized. Like you can know everything about freedom of attachment, but you may be attached to a woman, to somebody, and you suffer. You may know everything about soul and enlightenment, but you are in your mind, suffering in your karma, lost, and you are not one with the truth. But you know everything about enlightenment. You know how Buddha lived. You know the philosophy. You know everything. But in your life, you are not living the philosophy. You are showing full of attachment, full of karma, and separated from truths. And that's why this is only in the knowing in the mind. But the truth is being in the heart that I am. And that's why information in the mind is not truth. It's just something in form, and then you have to boast. I know. You have to always show how much you know, and others have to accept it, and they have to tell you that yes, you know, and then you think like, okay, my truth is now true because they have accepted it. You know. And because it's not the truth, it's just information. It has nothing to be. Truth is not realized. And when you hear somebody disagreeing, try to disprove you, or somebody has some other beliefs, because it's just information in the mind, is not realized, ego feels threatened, and now you have to prove them wrong, you have to prove you're right, you have to disagree, you have to argue, and then we fight. Let there be light. But like an enlightened man is to say, I'm telling you, man, I don't know anything. I am the truth that I am always, and I don't try to change you. I don't care if you agree or not. I am the truth that I am, dependent on the source that I am, and that's the word that I am. And truth doesn't change according to your beliefs, if you accept it or not. If you were the truth, you will be sure in the truth. You will not have to change me, because you would know that you are a truth, and that whatever I am doesn't change you. Truth is multidimensional, and no one's right, no one's wrong. Be your truth, and let others be in your truth. But until you have to correct others, until you have to disagree, until you have to fight, until you have to be right and prove them wrong, you are not a truth. You just believe in an ego. That's what I'm telling you, man. I don't know anything, and I'm at peace. I am the truth. If others try to challenge me, oppose me, or anything, I not defend my truth. Truth doesn't defend itself. I only teach open hearts who ask with love, like through this video. This is what I do, videos, mostly, and articles. Whoever wants to be right, thinks they know better. It's just in the mind. They always say something that has nothing to do with me, and it's something that they understood, something that they think. They're disturbed by themselves, because they are not sure in their truth. That's why they are so disturbed if their belief gets challenged. Out of nowhere, they have to come in the post when no one said nothing to them, post of love, poetry, with the answer within. They have to tell you don't know, I know. And then, but I agree with this, I don't give a fuck what you agree with. When you will be the truth, you will be the truth for sure, dependent on the source in your heart, and your heart knows for sure, and there's no doubt. And what others think, believe, or know is to be their multidimensional truth. You are not right. Right and wrong, agree and disagree is 3D. When I am right and everything else is wrong and everyone else is wrong, I have to prove them wrong and prove my right. But truth is multidimensional when you actually see that everyone is right and in their truth, in their dimension, whatever they be, wherever they be, even if in 3D completely. It's their truth of separation, their truth of the mind. It's not your truth. Their truth is that they have to fight and be right. Your truth is that you depend only on the source, the image that is the source of you, your real self, and not a created confusion about you that knows nothing. Because if you try to explain yourself to others, defend yourself to others, answer to others, then you are just declaring that you have no faith and you depend on what others don't know in their heads. That you should depend only on the source, the truth. No one else must accept your truth, should approve your truth, and no one else can give you results of your truth. No one else can see your truth but your heart, source that I am in your heart. And that's why depend only on your heart and no other. Angels depend only on their own heart. They answer to no other. They depend on God, source, and their wings are growing out of the heart that is free, dependent on no one. Depend only on the truth that I am in your heart, on yourself. And don't try to be right. Then you are already wrong. But say, I am the truth. And whatever you think, if you want to be right, You want to fight. Whatever is in your mind is not the truth and doesn't change my truth. You be blessed in your truth even if it's a lie. I am the truth and I'm not trying to change you. For truth is the truth, truth doesn't change, and truth changes no one. And that's the truth. And I give you the word that I am, but I don't give a fuck. If you accept the truth that I am, or you reject the truth that I am, or you agree or disagree. If you disagree, just move on to something you agree and resonate. Because truth that I am doesn't change. It's not up to debate, not up to discussion, not up to voting. I am just expressing the truth that I am in full being. Truth doesn't change. For those who can take it and get some value in the art of the word that I am, so they can also stop depending on others, stop answering and explaining to others, and depend and answer and explain themselves only to their heart, to the source almighty that I am you. And they can be angels, happy, who depend only on their heart, and what other thing doesn't matter. Angels fly away if you challenge them, if you act like they owe you something. Angels fly away. Angels fly away. You know, if you act like they owe you something. For they don't. If you try to prove them right, prove them wrong. Prove yourself right, prove them wrong. If you want them to explain themselves to you, defend your truth, answer, they fly. That's why I block people. Because we depend only on the source that I am in our heart. And we don't try to change anyone. Just spreading the truth that I am. And I'm empowering you to depend only on your heart and no other. And may you be the truth that I am, but your own truth. And if anybody feels like you want to, this is it for today. Be your truth. And if anybody feels that you want to support the art of the word that I am, that you want to share a donation with the art of the word that I am, do know that you are so welcome and so appreciated. Without your donation, art of the word that I am would not be coming from my heart to give you the truth that I am. And I'm so grateful. I appreciate you so much. Without of your gift, I would not be able to give one word that I am. And I'm really grateful because you helped me when I'm rising to my greatest dream, and I'll never forget you. And there's any blessing in this heart, may it come to you. May it go to you. I give it with my right hand. Right hand, right hand. And maybe you receive even more than you give. But I also give something for your gift. I will not talk to you. I will not chat to you. I will not do anything what I don't want to do. But I'll connect with your energies. I'll do a white light source healing, quantum healing, source light. Very powerful. But the answer is within you. I balance your chakras. I balance your energies. I ground you. I fill you up with white light. I nourish you. And this is what I do. As a gift for your gift. But I cannot heal you. I cannot save you. Healing, maybe you will feel something, you will maybe think of me, you will don't know why you feel better. You don't need appointment, you don't need to sit down, it's quantum. But if you depend on others and you answer to them and explain to them and you want others to agree with you, my healing will last a half hour. Because when you do the changes on yourself, then you save yourself. When you stop depending on others and depend only on your heart and answer to no one, you heal yourself and you save yourself. So may you be healed and saved and free 7 times more as I am, and may you be the truth that I am. But you, namaste, namaste, much love, much love.